We're here at Providence Park in Portland, Oregon for the birthday of one of America's most beloved venues. Home to the Portland Timbers and Thorns FC, Providence Park is one of the most dynamic stadiums in the United States. The stadium, currently in the midst of an extensive expansion, will see over 4,000 seats added next year. What better way to wrap up an era and bring in a new one as we celebrate with a stroll through the past? Attic treasures, antiques, and heirlooms up next on Souvenir Spotlight.
I was working as a newspaper photographer covering NASL games back in the 70s, and I got assigned a game between Portland and Seattle. So I'm on the sidelines taking pictures, and out of nowhere, this Sounders player comes over and kicks the ball in my face and breaks my glasses.
Truly fascinating. That was indeed a classic moment in the history of the stadium. I believe it was Portland's Peter With was tripped near the sidelines by Adrian Webster of the Sounders.
Yeah, okay.
And Dave Gillett comes over and boots the ball out of bounds.
Into my face.
Indeed, yes. And actually we have the footage from that particular game. As you can see, there's you. There's the kick. Wow, look at the ricochet of that ball. Tremendous.
Hurt like the dickens.
Yeah, I'd assume so. He hit you right smack in the middle of the face, didn't he?
Yeah, I got straight up blasted.
It's like he's trying to kick it out to the bleachers, and your head got in the way.
I don't know what he was thinking.
And he's running over there as well, so that momentum must have transferred, and I'd estimate that ball's traveling 70, 80 miles per hour.
You can stop showing it.
So you've held on to the glasses ever since?
Yeah, I wanted the Sounders to reimburse me for them or send me some replacement frames, but they never got back to me.
And you tried reaching out to Dave Gillett?
Yeah, a couple times. I'm not supposed to contact him anymore.
Well, you have a truly exceptional artifact here. If this were put up at auction, I'd say you could expect a value of $9,000 to $12,000.
I just want my glasses fixed.
Well, if you sell this at auction, you could buy yourself several pairs of glasses.
I like these frames, though. I want an apology, too.
Well, don't hold your breath.
My nose still makes this weird clicking noise?
Yeah, I'd imagine it would. You got wrecked.
I got this from my mother, but originally it belonged to Elvis Presley. He was playing Providence Park, which was called Multnomah Civic Stadium back then.
Yes, that is one of many names it's held over the years.
And I guess he needed some stuff for that slick-looking pompadour he had.
Now, how did your mother come by it?
She ended up sneaking backstage after the concert to try and get his autograph with a group of friends, but he had already left. So she saw the pomade sitting right there in his dressing room next to a half-eaten peanut butter, banana, and pickle sandwich. Her friend grabbed the sandwich, and she got the pomade. She gave it to me one year as a birthday gift. A collector once offered me $500 for it, but I don't know. It certainly has a lot of sentimental value around it, and I'm a big Elvis fan myself.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, the concert itself took place on September 2nd, 1957. Elvis played to over 14,000 people that day. This is a can of Dr. Green and Gold's premium pomade, which would have sold for 65 cents.
Wow.
What is wonderful about the inside is that we can clearly see the right-handed double finger scoop impression, which means that Elvis's fingerprints are magnificently preserved.
Well, would you look at that?
I would say at auction that this can of pomade could go anywhere from between $3,000 and $4,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I guess you're glad you didn't sell it for $500.
Oh, absolutely. Jeez Louise, I had no idea.
I was at a playoff game between the Timbers and the Sounders. This would have been 2013. At the end of the game, this Sounders fan takes off his jersey and just chucks it, you know, and it lands near me, and I thought, well, you never know, maybe it's going to be worth something someday.
Thanks for taking the time to bring it in. Normally, the color itself would kind of turn me off. I think the smell is something that's going to raise the value of something. But because of the sense of desperation, disappointment that comes here, and I'm afraid it's filling the room, I would put the value at somewhere between $2 and $5.
Okay. Well, more than I thought.
That's all the time we have for this episode, but with all the history wrapped up in Providence Park, there's no doubt we'll have to make a return trip in the future. I'm Millens Park. We'll see you on the next one.